And we're live.
Hello.
We already learned that it doesn't give you a countdown. We learned from yesterday. Welcome to our second vlog. This is number 2 of many to come. Again, repeating, these will not replace our regular comedy sketch videos. But we will have guests. We've got Kelly moving in with us in a few days, and
It'll be so fun.
yay! And we've got Brennan, Brennan he's been in a few comedy sketch videos,
Quite a few.
but he
And
was
we
also
talked about one yesterday.
yeah. There you go. He was in one a few weeks ago. If you haven't checked that one out, it's a big action scene. We do a lot of. I do all my own stunts. Very badly, but I did it. Sure. You know what? All right, look, the judgment is coming from this backflip. Basically, I couldn't do a backflip. I did it, but okay, no, I did it. It was so bad. I did do it, but I'm a coward now. Oh my God, it took me like.
He used to be really cool. He used to be
Past
really
tense.
fit and really cool. In fact, I didn't bring my phone in mine.
Ha ha. So she likes to show all these pictures of like what I used to look like when we met 10 years ago. But anyways, nevertheless, the stunt moves in there were done by us, me and Brennan, and I'm sure you'll meet him in a future vlog. And
Well, you already know him.
yeah, and you know him from the videos, but you'll meet him like conversation wise.
Yeah, it'll be
And
fun.
that probably brings me to what I wanted to talk about is thanks to how bad or how difficult, let's say how difficult, because I think you'll enjoy it, and it was not horrible, but it was very difficult for me to do those moves that I used to do very, very easily. So we decided to start dieting. Unlike everyone else that's on lockdown who is probably gaining a lot of weight, we've been losing weight. We've actually been getting in better shape. Most of this is probably because all of our comedy sketch videos or comedy shows, stand-up comedy shows, they've been canceled. And also even the motivational talks, they've been canceled. Even a motivational talk in May got canceled. The point is shows got canceled because people can't congregate 10 or more. So the good news or the silver lining to that is I'm not traveling, so I don't have to eat fast food all the time. So I've been at home and we've been eating healthier.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah, and all right, look, I actually really like fast food because
He claims poverty. This is what he claims.
I grew up
He
poor,
claims
and that's
poverty.
like
He says
poor people
no,
eat
if
fast
I
food.
will make him. He's like, I want grilled cheese, and so I'll go above and beyond. I'll go to the bakery and I'll get sourdough bread, fresh baked sourdough bread, and fancy like deli cheese that they slice to your specifications, and I'll get like 3 different kinds, and I'll come home and I got grass-fed butter, and I'm making this grilled cheese and this tomato like bisque, this Tuscan tomato bisque soup and stuff, and I'll serve it, and he'll be like, "Aw, I thought you were gonna make Wonder Bread and Kraft Singles and Campbell's tomato soup."
All right, look, fine. That's like spot on. But maybe somebody out there, one of our viewers, are just like me. I don't know what it is about me. Like,
No.
I could go to an Italian restaurant, like a 5-star Italian restaurant, and have like their ravioli. And for some reason, I'm just like, it's not as good as Chef Boyardee. It's what I grew up knowing. It's
Gross.
It's
gross.
very weird for us.
Gross.
It's very weird for me not being poor anymore. Like I almost don't fit in. I just go to what I know.
That is real, because we were having dinner.
No, we'll talk about that for a different day. Let's talk about today we did have to eat out. We went
didn't
to.
have to, but
Well, we
were out and
went to
about.
Lowe's, and after Lowe's we had to go to Subway. We had to get something to eat because it was about time to eat. And we ate at Subway, which Eat Fresh is their lie because it was so bad. I felt like I was eating like a what would I say? Like, I don't know. Like, my sub was made out of toilet paper. Probably that's where all the toilet paper has gone. It was bad.
Not great.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they haven't really quite figured out how to cook less bread for their volume, or maybe they don't have the ability to cook that. I don't know what's, but it was bad. It was like eating like one of those, the actual roll that the toilet paper goes on. It was, and they got it wrong, but they were really nice, and we went back and they fixed it.
Which is good.
So if we were giving them a rating,
Now
we
we
would
got
give them some stars.
Subway tomorrow.
Yeah. But the reason we had to go to Subway is because we went to Lowe's. We had to go to Lowe's because we had to buy. We're shooting, not the comedy sketch that's coming out tomorrow, but there's another comedy sketch that'll come out in the next week or two, and we needed a canister. I don't know how to explain it, but think of it as like a cylinder.
Like a time capsule thing.
If you guys ever watched like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
like
this would be
the
the
bank
canister
thing.
that had the ooze that leaked out and made them. The what?
Bank canister. Canister.
It's kind
at the
kind of like that.
drive-through.
We needed something like that. It's a prop
Shoots through
for
the
a
tube, all
sketch,
fancy
which,
like.
which by the way was basically what we were trying to tell employees, like how we
And
want
this
to.
happens a lot. We go places, and he's like, "I have this vision, and I gotta get this thing. I gotta get it, and it's gotta look exactly like this, but I don't know how to explain it. But we gotta ask for help." And then he'll go up to employees, and he'll be like, "Listen, I'm a comedian, and I do comedy sketch videos, and I'm gonna do." And
I sound just like that.
Basically, this is what it is. And then, long drawn out, long-winded story, and then at the end, he's like, "So how do we make it?" And some people are like super down to be like super
Yeah,
helpful.
this guy was. His
He
name
was.
Troy.
He
His
was
name
so
was Troy.
awesome. Just shout out to my brother, whose name is also Troy.
Yeah.
And so
What's
he
up?
was super down to help. But sometimes people are like totally turned off. They're like, stranger danger.
By the way, brother-in-law Troy, when we're gonna play Call of Duty, man? Oh, I made Master, by the way, again last night.
Again?
And then I finally made Master, and then I found out that apparently there's Master 2, Master 3, so whatever. But yeah, so we had to make a canister. We got it. The guy was very nice.
Yeah.
And,
And it's gonna look super cool, I hope.
yeah.
We'll see.
We want to wrap up, but before we do, we promised you yesterday that today we were going to talk about our most embarrassing stories. Now, guys, feel free to comment your embarrassing stories in the comments. Comments things that you want us to talk about in the future. Not all of them will be just our life story. We'll probably have like motivational ones. I would love to have question and answer sessions with you guys on how to be happy in certain scenarios, or questions about the brain, or any of those sort of questions. That would be awesome. Let me know if you guys want to get down with that as well. Embarrassing stories. Why don't you go first? Ladies first.
I just want you to know, I didn't even pick this topic. This topic was just handed to me. Last
What?
night, he was like, "We're going to do embarrassing stories tomorrow." And then we got off, and he was like, "So what's your embarrassing story?" I did not have a choice in this matter.
Sucks. That
Now I have to go
You got a
first.
choice. This was the choice right here, right there. Embarrassing story. Go. Maybe the embarrassing story. I married this guy.
Yeah. It took so long. And
Okay.
now I'm here.
All right,
You
go.
know how they tell
Embarrassing
you don't
story.
meet your heroes?
Don't meet your enemies either.
Oh, boo.
Embarrassing story.
Embarrassing story.
Come on, you had 24 hours to think about it.
Oh my god, well I don't really get embarrassed that often, unfortunately. I'm kind of shameless. So, I don't know. A couple times in elementary school people saw my underwear.
Okay, tell the story.
Okay, well we had 90s babies, whoop whoop. We had a blow up couch in my reading corner in 4th grade. It was blue plastic blow up couch, and I sat on it to read a book, and it flipped backwards, and I was wearing a dress, and the entire class saw my underwear, and it was so epic.
At least you weren't all Britney Spears-ish.
Ooh.
Would've
Well,
been
in
worse.
4th grade that would have been really weird.
Well, also, I don't know, an embarrassing story in 4th grade.
What?
I don't know. Everything about the fourth grade is embarrassing.
Yeah, the fact that you exist is embarrassing.
The fact that I exist today is pretty embarrassing. Okay, for me, and this is not fourth grade. This was sadly, like my early 20s. I was in a car with a friend Mario. Mario, I'll probably tag you in the comments. And we were driving along, and this Mario was a good friend of mine in my early 20s. And I don't know why, because for example, he liked to do things like this particular day. He was just farting all day, laughing every time. I mean, they smelled like racism. It was so bad. And at one point in time, I got upset and I figured I'm going to fire back. So I kind of leaned over and leaned back like immediately. Like it was so crazy obvious. He was like, "What? What happened? What happened? What happened?" And we had just pulled into the house and I walked out of the car and I start walking fast towards the house. This was back when wearing white jeans was cool. You already know. Yeah, and he's dying laughing. He tries to run and catch Jeremy and Wanda. They were a couple that lived with us and tried to get their attention. Zenith crapped his pants. Zenith crapped his pants. I remember like barely on time wedging the bathroom door closed because they were trying to get in and video it or take pictures or at the very least laugh. And I locked it right on time and. Anyway, that's my embarrassing story. I mean, it's shitty. I apologize. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about funny best friend stories, or it could be stories where you and your best friend are dying laughing, but everybody else is like, kind of like when they're watching our videos, they're like.
Like good inside jokes. Inside jokes that you and your biffle are just like, you guys think it's the best thing since sliced bread, and maybe other people are not going to get it, but
it's an inside. It's inside
fun.
joke. Whatever. So make sure you comment your embarrassing story. Comment maybe funny stories that you and your best friend have done. Also comment things that you want us to do in the future. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. Tomorrow will be coming out our comedy sketch video. And later on in the evening, about this time, we'll do a vlog again. So this is just added benefits to our fans, which we have at least 3.
And whenever
and my mom,
we
4.
get like back to work, whenever that is.
Whenever we do,
we'll have to probably make it a little bit later because I don't get home until late. But
yeah, well, we'll work it out for you guys.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Provided you guys, we start to grow love and clout, which I doubt. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Always be happy. Never give up.